Hello, everybody. Welcome to the lunch table. My name's Evan. Today I'm joined with Zach, Nick, and Joel. And today we're going to be doing a fantasy football mock draft. It's almost fantasy season. Let's go. Come early August when we usually do our draft. So we're getting in that mindset of fantasy football, which we love, and I know a lot of other people do. But before we begin, make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at lunchtable.takes, and make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, so help us get there. It also says on this nice new sign we got. So
in addition to the studio.
Yeah. So make sure you do that.
Do what it says.
Yeah. So on the screen here, we got our draft board. We're doing it on Sleeper. So Zach has the 1-1, Joel has the 1-5, Nick has the 1-8, and I have the 1-12. So we're just gonna go to just do a normal mock, and we'll give it a little explanation on our picks, and then towards the end or during, we'll talk about some guys that we're really high on, guys we're low on, blah blah blah. So,
and also just to clarify, it's a PPR league, points per reception. PPR. But yeah, 12 team, right up our alley. Let's get after it, boys. All right, Zach, you ready? I'm gonna start it up right now.
Start it.
Start the mock. The 1-1 for Zach.
All right, I'm on the clock. I'm taking Justin Jefferson here. That's not really a hard pick. He almost was on. Oh, well, I guess I can't talk that much.
Okay, but honestly,
Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp.
the way that started with Justin Jefferson going 1-1.
This is probably how it's going to go.
This is how it should go. Only thing I would consider changing is Cooper Kupp and Eckler. Eckler go 4, Cooper Kupp 5.
Yeah.
That's
Jefferson.
how I would do it.
Though. I mean, he was almost on track to break.
I feel like
a bunch
Jefferson
of
and
records.
McCaffrey
I mean,
are good ones.
yeah.
I could see Jamar going 2 though. Also,
Yeah.
But with what I have here, I think it's pretty clear. There's options here. There's Eckler. You got Bijan here. Kelsey's always an option with him being a unicorn. But I'm going to definitely go Eckler here. You can't pass up on Eckler at that spot.
Kelsey 6.
All right.
Kelsey and Taylor go.
Yeah. 1-8 for me. I've got a couple options. I don't love the running backs this year outside of like McCaffrey and Eckler. I don't really. Yeah. I mean, there's Bijan with how much he's being used in training camp. There's always that option, but we don't know how good he's actually going to be at the NFL level. Saquon's also a good first rounder, but I think it's a little bit too high for him. So I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill at the 1-8 for me.
Did you know about his...
I do know about that. Okay. I don't think it's going to matter. I know about his off-the-field issues. I'm not concerned about them.
All right, so Bijan goes right after that, then Saquon, and then Stephon Diggs at the 111, Mr. Stacy.
Before I pick, one thing about Saquon that I read recently is he's still trying to get that contract negotiation, so he very well could sit out a couple weeks.
Yeah. I'm more concerned with that than I am with Tyreek Hill's off-the-field issues.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I got the last pick, so the board is
kind of trimmed, but
a little thin.
But I think you got plenty of good options here.
Let's take a look. This might have to take a second.
This one is kind of a tough pick. I mean, I know what I would do, but I'm not happy with it.
I honestly, I think depending on the league, we can look back at this while you think on this, Evan. But like Travis Kelce going 1-6, I feel like
I think for most leagues, Travis Kelce would be here at this pick. And
I was going to say because I think the beginning of the range.
Think he's going to go at 6.
I think the beginning of the range. I think the beginning of the range is starting about pick 8 or 9.
Yeah, and 6 is a bit high.
I think with where Kelce went, you're going to get. I think Bijan will be that 6 guy.
However,
Bijan, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor in that range.
I'm happy with Bijan going at 9 though, because I just don't like seeing all the people that say he's going to go above Jamar Chase and just go super high. I think it's just pretty ridiculous.
The first 3 picks are clear as day. Yeah. But Evan, go ahead.
All right. At the 112, I'm going to go with Nick Chubb, and the 2-1, I'm going to go AJ Brown.
Ooh. Okay, I was not expecting
I would
that.
not have did either of those two.
I would have done AJ Brown. I definitely would have did AJ Brown there. Patrick Mahomes is not going that early, but it's okay.
He was up there. He did.
Oh
go.
my goodness, how is this playing out for you?
Well, not going running back.
AJ Brown goes. Patrick Mahomes goes at 2-2, which
That's the only thing
That's
I don't
just
like about
not
sleepers.
gonna
They take
happen.
quarterbacks
way too
early.
early.
Yeah.
Way too early. Devontae at 2-3, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown at 2-4.
This is interesting. I don't like why. Why is
This
CD
is
Lamb
this is
still
a very interesting one.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty. I don't know. This is up to. This is up to.
Like
Nick,
I
but-
said earlier, I'm not in love with the running back options this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs on the board,
Neither
and then
are
obviously like
spectacular
Tony
options,
Pollard,
so.
Breece Hall, Ramondre a little bit further down. But there's a man still here that saved me in one of my leagues last year. He was the wide receiver 2 from thereby onward, and that man's CeeDee Lamb.
Good pick.
Why is he still here?
I don't know
Wait a
why
minute.
he's still here.
Oh baby. Oh baby. This is a position that I love to see. Two great. I'm not going running back here. Jacobs is a good option here, in my opinion. So is Tony Pollard. But when you got Garrett Wilson and Jalen Waddle
Yeah.
here, you're loving life. Personally, I think Waddle could have a better year.
Ages till I pick again.
I think Waddle could have the better year. I'm higher on Waddle than I am Garrett Wilson, even though I'm high on both.
He's more proven.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jalen Waddle.
I think Garrett Wilson's ceiling is higher, though.
I
It definitely is.
think
my.
Waddle.
Did you guys just Ramondre
Jalen Hurts.
Stevenson went with the 211.
Yeah,
You will
that's
be surprised.
wild.
I'm not kidding. You will be surprised by that. He could be that high this year.
That is very interesting.
Zach,
I
on the
think
clock.
I think that the best way to go here
Quarterbacks
is-
are going way too fast.
I know that's the only thing I don't like about sleepers. They take quarterbacks.
I mean, I feel
You
like
have to
the
take a quarterback in the third round.
I feel like the best way to go here is Josh Jacobs. I think that's probably.
It's up to you.
I mean, I got Pollard, Breece Hall, Harry. I mean, not liking, and then the best receiver available is Olave. So I mean, it's pretty picked over at this point. So give me Jacobs.
It's not picked over. You got one more, buddy.
While you're making your
bad.
pick, one of my sleepers or the guy that I think is going to break out huge. I think Garrett Wilson's going to be a absolute star this
I
year.
do think
Getting
I mean,
with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean he won Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, and now
Zach
getting
Wilson is
With,
quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, even the scrubs that were with him.
yeah, and now he's got Aaron Rodgers. I
Okay,
think he's
so-
going to flourish.
Yeah, I can get behind.
So
it.
I think second round is going to be probably where he ends up. I wish that he would drop farther, just so I could get him in the later rounds.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably a top 2 lock.
So I'm debating between two players here, but I think I'm gonna go with T Higgins here.
T. Higgins, Tony Pollard, Mark Andrews, Chris.
I think T Higgins is gonna have a pretty dang good year. I think him and Jamar both could be
Oh
wide
my
receiver ones.
gosh! There's no way this is happening.
I think
They've had
that's
multiple.
possible.
They've had 1,000-yard receiving.
T Higgins has had 1,000 yards every year in the league, so I think him and Jamar both could be possible wide receiver ones.
You were talking about your guy that you're really high on. It may seem crazy, but I'm high on Breece Hall this year. I love Breece Hall, and with Breece Hall sitting here right there, I'm taking him.
I like Breece Hall too.
I
I
think
was
that's
very sad he got hurt.
what
Why are they taking quarterbacks so dang early?
it's. I only have it set as one quarterback too, so they should be getting taken about 6th or 7th round typically. But
Well, the best ones are already gone.
Is there any way that you can mess with that sliders?
I can remove
we're
the
all
player.
gonna have-
I can remove the play.
We're all gonna have god awful quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Draft.
Well,
Honestly-
if you've done a mock draft on Sleeper, you know they take quarterbacks way
Yeah.
too early.
So-
Take that with a grain of salt.
So third round for me. At this point, I'm looking at the running backs. I'm like, if I don't take a running back here, it's going to be real slim pickings. So I'm going to take ETN right now. I have to, just with the way the board's falling.
I have to.
That's just how it is.
That's a good pick.
That's how it is.
ETN's a big sleeper for me. though.
I'm liking
I
how
was super
Team
high
9
on
and
him
10.
last year too.
I'm liking how Team 9 and Team 10 are shaping up right
Yeah.
now. Look at those teams. Bijan, Amon-Ra, Devontae. I like that trio. And then Saquon, Devontae, DK. I like that. especially the Barkley.
I'm actually quite happy with how mine's turned out. I think I have 2 possible wide receiver ones, and Josh Jacobs is like a solid runner.
I love how you said all the it's down to the slim pickings now.
I mean,
you got T. Higgins and Josh Jacobs.
I mean, running back wise, I don't know. There's running backs left or like freaking. I don't really like any of those guys that are left. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not really high on any backs. This year, honestly.
Besides
McCaffrey and Eckler,
I would like to say otherwise personally.
I don't really.
There's some really good running backs.
I think I'm going to end up going heavy receiver this year.
Which, I mean,
I just think there's so many better receivers than running backs.
In a PPR, that makes sense, so.
I mean, I'm just saying McCaffrey, Eckler, Taylor, if he's not a moron.
Chris Olave could be a breakout guy this year.
You should go with.
I'm going to go with Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
I think he's going to be Trevor Lawrence's wide receiver 1. He's coming off, obviously, that suspension because of the gambling. But, I mean, his last full season with the Falcons, he was a 1,000-yard receiver, and he's getting a way better quarterback, and he's been in that system for a year now. So I think he'll be good.
I like that.
Plus, I like D-Hop. He's not on a team yet, and I'm worried about him. Keenan Allen is good, but he can never stay healthy. Terry McLaurin is fine, but I don't really know how well Sam Howell's going to do this year. So
I actually like.
I know Terry McLaurin is like quarterback proof because he's played for the Commanders this whole time. But I feel more comfortable with Calvin Ridley than I do any of those guys. I also thought about Deebo Samuel, but
well, you got the next pick too.
I like Calvin Ridley there though. Mm-hmm. I like him with Trevor Lawrence.
I do too. Very good pick. Solid pick there.
I said I wasn't too excited about Deebo Samuel.
It's either that or you go with a rookie.
Or you go a different way.
Or you go you be that weird guy and take quarterback in the 4th round.
Well, they're getting pretty
the
low.
way they're being taken in this. You might
they're getting pretty slim.
Tyreek Hill, tight end. The Mandrews? Oh wait, he's gone.
Yeah, Mandrews is gone.
It's Kittle or Dallas
the
Goedert.
The quarterbacks and the tight ends we're going to end up with are going to be bad.
Not necessarily.
Tight ends will be.
Tight ends
will be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, tight end is also very bad as is. So if you don't get
like Andrews, or if you don't get Kelsey,
you're chasing the rest of the season.
All right, I'm going to go with Deebo Samuel.
Yep, that's who probably I would have taken there too. T.J. Hawkinson. I don't think T.J. Hawkinson should be taken that high. I understand with
I don't think any tight end should be taken that low besides Kelsey and Adams.
I mean Andrews. Andrews went to 3-3. That's right around the range I would take Andrews in the 3rd round. But Hawkinson, I get it with how it's shaping out. Like, I mean, you got Jefferson's there, and then Addison's a rookie. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he technically is the 2nd target.
Yeah.
So, I get it. But
They don't have Thielen anymore.
yeah. Oh, Trey got two.
All right,
What are we thinking here, Nick?
4th round pick. I'm torn because I want to secure a quality tight end, and I think there's only one left on the board. But I also need to secure another quality running back.
And your RB1 is ETN.
Yeah, but in the role,
ETN could be really good.
ETN could be really
He
good.
could be.
Also, my receivers are Tyreek Hill and CeeDee Lamb, so I'm not.
You're set. You're
Yeah.
pretty.
I'm okay on receiver.
Yeah.
In the role this guy is gonna play this year for a much improved offense, I think I have to take Jahmyr Gibbs, even though he is a rookie.
Interesting.
He's gonna be targeted a ton in that offense, and in a PPR league that matters a lot. Plus, I also drafted Breece Hall last year, and before he got hurt, he was tearing up fantasy opponents.
Yeah,
so.
I really need to go wide receiver here.
Gibbs is the only running back on that, like, notable running back now because they traded Swift and then
Montgomery's going to be the backup, probably.
Yeah.
Or him and Gibbs are going to split carries.
Yeah, but it's mostly Gibbs.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Like,
Right.
I mean, if you're thinking like he could be this year's Breece Hall, I mean,
Yeah.
I agree with that. Just the guy
So, in most of these drafts, I'm going to be looking to get like a quarterback wide receiver combo. So,
Stack.
and with a stack, yeah. yes, stack. But with how they're shaping out, I know that's not going to happen. I'm going to go out right here, and I'm going to grab DJ Moore. I'm maybe a little early, but in terms of the people there, I valued him more than Terry. I value him more than... I thought about Aaron Jones. It was between him and Aaron Jones. But I feel confident with Eckler and Breece Hall, and then the potential later on down the board to grab a different running back as my RB3. So I'm going to go with those. I'm going to go with DJ Moore.
I mean, DJ Moore could be like
What?
the reason why Justin Fields like breaks out.
Yeah.
because, you
Yeah,
know,
that's...
I mean, I know he's not at the level of like the wide receiver one that like we've seen some other guys have, but I mean, their wide receiver room is pretty good, but it's not like other than DJ Moore, there's no like real great players.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
DJ Moore, even like before, what was it, last year or maybe the year before that, like he was one of the most consistent wide receivers. He was getting multiple 1,000-yard seasons. So I think with the fresh system and just getting out of Carolina, and I think he'll be a big reason why Fields does well. So I don't hate that pick. I think at 4, with the way the board's fallen, I think that's fine.
I think, and I just...
And like you said, you have Waddle and Hall, and you
Eckler.
have both of your running backs are very good receiving threats, and then Jalen Waddle as well. So you're pretty much covered with
feeling
them.
pretty confident there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes for the rest of them. Jack is up. Who went? It was Herbert.
Herbert, Jones, and Kittle.
Dude, the way this is shaping out, I might be able to get my stack.
I'm gonna have to take a quarterback next round.
I don't like any of this right now.
Jared Goff's gonna be my QB.
There's like not.
God's gonna
There's not a single player at any position that I like right now at all.
take quarterback.
I mean,
Take a quarterback in the 4th round.
no, I'm not gonna take a quarterback, but like, I mean, I don't like anything that's here. Like the best running back available is J.K. Dobbins.
Are you sad about that?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
I could see Dobbins making
Yeah.
a big step this year.
He can stay healthy.
I was gonna say, is he healthy?
He
He
is
is,
healthy.
yeah.
A million injuries.
He is
last year.
healthy. I think this is his year.
I just remember my roommate
I don't-
J.K. Dobbins. He regretted it.
I don't think there's really like any tight ends worth taking here.
That I think is true.
No, there's absolutely no tight ends worth taking.
No, not if
I
it's
don't really see a great receiver.
With Kittle going,
DeAndre Hopkins is the best
With-
one ranked here. He's not even on the football team right now.
so
He'll sign.
he'll
He's
sign
gonna get on a football team at some point.
very soon.
Did you see the Bills said that they wanted him, and then he commented on that post, and it was like 2 like crap emojis and like thumbs down or something. So he's like, I'm not going to the Bills.
I didn't see that.
He's probably gonna end up on like
Don't know what
Titans
to
or
do
something
here.
like that.
Zach, what are you looking at? So you got 2 receivers.
I guess I'm gonna just have to go with J.K. Dobbins. I don't like that
look
pick
at
at all.
look at the
but
other running backs.
Pierce, Sanders, Swift, Madison.
I know who Joel's thinking of.
Yeah, I sure hope you do.
Who? Pierce,
No,
Don't tell him.
God no,
Madison.
no.
Okay, so Sanders. What? Why Sanders?
I loved him going to Carolina.
I mean, that's not who I was thinking.
Who the heck are
I'm
you
just
thinking,
not, I'm
man?
not telling you.
I named every single guy that I'm looking at.
It's a guy. His name
Dalvin
is on
Cook?
the board. It's a guy, and his name is on the board.
Guy, his name is on the board.
All right.
Who you going with, Zach?
Not James Conner. Like
You got 2 picks yet, dog.
Yeah, even if you're not sure, you can just pick one. and
Like
go.
genuinely, who are you thinking of? Because I would like to know.
I'm telling you.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's
I
not
think
worth
you know,
anything. But
look it
who
up.
are you thinking? It's not Dobbins. It's not Pierce. Who's
Yeah.
he thinking of?
We have 1
Yeah,
minute to
I-
decide.
Who's he thinking
Go ahead.
I cannot believe it's not clicking in his head.
Are you kidding
of?
me?
Dalvin Cook?
We're not telling you.
Dalvin hasn't. When is Dalvin gonna get picked up?
Miami. I'm calling Miami.
Yeah, he'll probably go to Miami.
I
Is
think-
DeAndre Swift the RB1 in Philadelphia? He is, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't fly down the board for him.
Yeah.
They got
Jalen Hurts is the quarterback.
They still have Kenneth Gainwell. And,
Yeah. It's probably going to be more of a running back by committee. You've got
And
30
Boston
seconds,
Scott.
big guy.
Wait, yeah, you got 30
Big
seconds.
pick.
Oh, I
to
got
pick.
plenty of time. I don't know. I don't like this pick at all, and
Then go with the
I'd
receiver.
like to know who you're talking
Then
about.
go with a receiver.
well, you have 25.
You have 25 seconds.
Yeah, you also have 2 picks.
Yeah.
So if you miss, you can recover.
I'm going to miss here. I guarantee.
Don't tell him
but-
if he misses.
I'm not telling him
Take
until
Rashard White.
I'm I'm not telling.
Take Rashawn.
You got
away.
10 seconds.
Just give me Miles Sanders. I don't give a crap.
Pick it.
Oh, I gotta pick him. Okay.
What did you do?
Because I guess he is the RB1.
All right.
There.
So
Who
Miles-
was it?
You
Nah,
got another
you got
pick.
another pick.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you.
I'm not gonna take him. Just tell me who it was. I want to know who it was.
I will.
No, we will after this.
We all know who we're talking
No.
about.
Are you gonna take him if no? Okay.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Depends on who's there.
Big ones.
It depends.
I
Do you
wouldn't.
know
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
be
talking about?
against taking him.
It depends on who's there. There's 2 guys I have down right now that I'm.
I also have another route.
I mean, I don't
That
like
I would
Hopkins
know.
because he's not even on a team right now.
But he's
like,
going to be on a team by the beginning of the season.
Odds are.
Odds are.
should I just double dip in a running back?
You can.
Can.
It's up to you, buddy.
Yeah, you can use a running back as a
Consider
flex. Yeah.
Depends on how the next 3 picks go for me on who I go with.
Or you can just go quarterback.
Or you could just go like Justin Fields here.
Bank high on Kyle Pitts and get disappointed.
For the third
Get
year in a row.
disappointed again.
I'm honestly curious. What's his ADP at?
His
Like
ADP is
59.6. I'm here.
I still think that's too high.
Like I would feel more. I would
If
feel
only
like
they would fire Arthur
way
Smith.
more comfortable with 3 or 4 other dudes on this.
Trust
team
me, I
than
have him in
Kyle
Dynasty.
Pitts.
No. Weaver, if only the Falcons would fire Arthur Smith.
Yeah, for if the Falcons
Did you
if the
watch that?
Falcons would fire Arthur Smith, there's like
Oh wait,
3
yes I did.
I
Yes,
need to make that into a circle.
If the Falcons would fire Arthur Smith, then I would easily take Kyle Pitts
I'm
here.
gonna make that into a circle. It's gonna be really fun.
Oh my gosh.
McLean for Zach.
I'm honestly, I was surprised how just efficient that was.
I know, dude.
You got picked what 2 years ago? Last year. 2 years ago.
Last year
And-
was. Or wait, no. Was he? I think he might have been.
It might have been last year. And he's like hitting like 300 something.
Yeah,
And
he's been stud, but
He's been super efficient.
he's been a stud, but like it's been two months.
Yeah,
Compared-
it's not a big sample size.
Small sample. Like I hope he's good. Like
Yeah.
pans out, but like
I'm gonna take Terry McLaurin here.
solid.
He's QB proof.
D-Hop.
Like anything else that was there. So.
Oh boy!
Who are you talking about?
Alexander Madison.
I literally said it.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
what
I don't
I
know how it doesn't.
I was like,
Dalvin Cook's not there
It did
anymore.
click with me. I was thinking.
I would
about
take
that.
him there. I would
Joel's
take him
guy
here.
Every year is Alexander.
It
Madison.
is. He was the best handcuff in the league.
Now,
can't go
now he's
wrong.
not a handcuff.
Now he's not a
just starting
handcuff.
running back.
Dude averaged 20 fantasy points per game when he came in for Dalvin Cook.
I like the receivers better than the running backs this year.
I may be hyping up Madison right now, but I'm not taking Madison. I'm taking Jerry Jeudy.
Smart.
I'm taking Jeudy. I love Jeudy this year. Did you see how he ended the season last year?
He had some injuries, didn't he?
He messed up his ankle towards the end, but consistent, like 10 to 12 targets a game.
Yeah. I loved Judy going into last year.
I did too.
And I also think Russell Wilson's not going to get any worse, so he'll be better.
I love trying to trade for him in fantasy, Zach.
Who?
Jerry Jeudy.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
And Mike Evans, by the way. Thanks.
I'm
Tyler
gonna
just dropped
try to
Jerry
bank
Jeudy
on
the
this.
I picked him up.
Of course he did.
Well, yeah.
Nick?
I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna take Brandon Ayuk here.
Brandon, give me some. I like that.
I'm taking Brandon Ayuk
Oh,
here.
Brandon Ayuk, baby.
Justin Fields just went at the 5'10".
Ayuk. Madison goes the pick before you, too. That's rough.
I was
That would've
hoping
been-
Madison would be here on the wraparound.
There's no
but-
way.
Shoot, dude, I'm taking Mac Jones.
Hey, shout out.
I'm glad that I went with Terry McLaurin there because the receiver. I'm not going to get to pick again, and the
should I
receiver drop off is going to be aggressive.
Should I explain my Ayuk pick
Sure.
real quick?
Go for it. I love the pick, though.
I think that he has a real potential to end up being the wide receiver one in San Francisco this season. He was kind of hampered by injuries last year, and when he was on the field, he was as effective, if not more effective, than Debo, especially latter half of the season.
I don't think any of us should pick
And-
quarterbacks at this point. We're all going to roll with backups.
If it's me, I'm taking a quarterback round 6'7".
Well,
Typically, unless it
people
just
in our-
depends on who's there. Though.
People in our league normally take quarterbacks early too. So
Which opens the door up for me to get.
Didn't you finish like 10th last year?
Okay. I got screwed in that league. Anytime I tried making a trade with Zach, it's like. I tried trading in Brees Hall, right?
Yeah.
Because Brees Hall was hot.
thank God I didn't take that trade.
Yeah, and then he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
The week after.
Yeah.
Anytime, like I would have a perfect trade in place for Zach. He'd be like, "Oh,
I don't want it.
I think I'm gonna take it." Next day, "Oh, I don't want it."
I don't really want it anymore.
I'm so happy I didn't take that.
All right, just wait till this year when I blow you out
He tore his
of the water. Mark my
ACL.
words.
Alright, so I'm going to go with my 5'12". I'm going to go with James Conner. And then I'm going to go quarterback, and I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence.
Interesting.
I probably wouldn't take quarterback
Kyle
this early,
Pitts.
but due to sleeper take quarterbacks, that's the one. What is it?
The
2-2.
And the
I'm
two-
going to take a quarterback.
And the
my
2-7
starting
and
quarterbacks, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be stuck with Russell Wilson.
I like some guys down there.
Joel, what are your thoughts on James Conner?
James Conner. I think he has the potential to be very good this year.
Yeah, I feel like he's usually hit or miss.
It's very hit or miss because last year I kept him in a keepers league, and it kind of ended up biting me in the butt a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like with Kyler Murray being out, they're going to have to rely on the
Yeah,
run
that's
game
my
a lot.
thought process.
So I as an RB2, I can see it. I personally would have gone somewhere else with that pick, with an RB. But I like Connor. I feel like he
I was
could have
thinking
a pretty good year.
Kamara or maybe Cook. That's what I was thinking.
Those weren't the guys I was considering personally.
Never mind.
It's
I didn't see
not
that guy on the list. Shouldn't say that.
Looking great on the two positions that I need right now. But one has better options than the other, so I'm going to take Dallas Goddard
Dallas Goddard.
here.
He's the last
Michael
tight
Pittman,
end.
Mike Williams, woo, doggy. I think this is pretty clear for me. I know I said I needed the RB depth. I feel like I really need to do it. Let me check something real quick. Oh, never mind. I'm going Rashad White here. Give me my RB3. That's the guy I was talking about. I would have taken RB3 and Rashad. I would have taken RB2
I
and
haven't done
Rashad
a
White.
lot of research on Rashard White, so I don't really know much.
He is the top guy. Leonard Fournette's gone.
I know that Fournette's good.
But, I mean, Baker Mayfield's quarterback. I mean, don't get me wrong, that deep ball is going to be good. He's got the deep ball accuracy, but, like, anything else? Plus, he's going to be the he's got the receiving back upside, and he was a very hard, and he runs hard. I'm all in on Rashad White this year.
36.
And that's also in a split backfield, so, like, but when he was by himself, he was pretty stellar. So. My other option there was going to be Hollywood Brown. Those were the two I was reading.
The thing,
I forgot.
I was looking at Hollywood Brown. The problem is I don't know who his quarterback is going to be.
That's fair.
And even when he's had good quarterbacks,
What's the
he
deal with
hasn't
Alvin
really.
Kamara?
He's
He's
got
good
off.
now.
Yeah, is
He's
he?
good.
Yeah,
he got off.
they dismissed the charges.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
I didn't
Like,
either.
is he gonna even start? Or
Yeah,
'cause
he
they
should
got-
be the
they
start.
got-
I
the
wish
starter.
I
They got Jamal
I need to
Williams.
start doing more research on. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just like couple,
Kamara could be.
like
Well,
a
I'm
couple,
gonna take Kamara
like a couple
here.
days ago. They just they dropped the charges on him. So.
I'm gonna take Camaro there, and I'm going to go with.
a wide receiver. Calling it.
Wide receiver.
No, I'm gonna
Dude,
go.
look at this guy.
I'm gonna go Darren Waller here.
Darren Waller.
Should go-
Interesting.
I was gonna say you should go the entire draft not taking a tight end.
Mike,
No.
I think Darren
Dang
Waller
it,
actually
dude.
could be pretty good this year.
Dang it.
You want Tyler Lockett?
No, I wanted Deontay Johnson. Because you look at the guys in fantasy. When you look at guys in fantasy, what is like the big thing you look for? You look for the targets.
Yeah.
Dude's gonna get like 140 targets. He gets like 130, 140 targets a season. At the minimum, yes. So that's why I was looking for him there. So, quick transitions here. Cook, no.
I think. What do you guys think about Darren Waller?
I think he'll be decent.
I think he'll have an improved season. The problem with Darren Waller is the past couple of years he hasn't really been healthy.
Yeah,
He's missed like half the season.
But if he's healthy, I think he's going to actually have a pretty good year. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be
He should.
the Giants' #1 receiving target.
Yeah, and he's a decent tight end just in general.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I mean, there was no one else there. So.
Somebody to fall to me. See if you will.
I know it's not going to be Christian Kirk because you got.
The only thing I hate about drafting is every time I make a pick, I second guess. I'm like, dude, should have picked another guy.
Yeah, I suck at drafting. I am such a terrible
Or then I'll scroll down the board and be like, oh,
He's still there. Oh, man.
Honestly,
I always do that.
as a wide receiver 4 for
I'm
my
very
team,
bad.
I'm gonna go with. Do I take quarterback here?
I do. I live on trades, man.
I
suck
could go
at drafting.
JSN. Yeah, and then you make some egregious ones.
But it works.
It works.
So I don't want to hear that, but okay.
What, how many championships do you have?
How many do you have? Oh, that's true.
How many do I have?
Yeah, well, that's stupid.
Give me Christian Kirk here.
I won freshman year.
I like that Christian
Our
Kirk.
freshman, we already
I-
counting that crap.
I really, when it came down to this area, this is a very gray area of the draft. You start getting into that area where it's rookies.
Everybody's bad.
Christian Kirk, and he's my wide receiver 4. So I'll take that any day of the week.
He's
Yeah.
efficient.
Here's what I don't understand. I think Christian Kirk should be drafted a lot higher. than
I
he
think
currently
so
is.
too.
Because everyone's like, oh, Calvin Ridley's going to be the wide receiver 1. They play different spots.
Yeah, Christian Kirk's your slot guy.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley's
It's the
gonna get
outside threat.
Calvin Ridley's going to get those one-on-ones on the
I was
perimeter with guys like
up there a little
who's
bit,
all.
but
Calvin Ridley's going to get AJ Terrell. He's going to
I
get
just
like.
realized I stacked Lawrence and Calvin. I didn't realize that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going to be getting the one-on-one targets. AJ Terrell probably get shading from guys like Jesse Bates over towards that way. Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm like. I think Kirk, and he proved it last year. He can be that guy.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
I mean,
So
Kirk's,
getting him in the-
Kirk's been one of the better top end guys.
Christian Kirk was really frustrating for me last year because every single time I would start him, he would do nothing.
Yeah.
And then when I would bench him, he'd get like 18 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was really
that's how
annoying.
it goes.
It's always the worst.
With the hex on the clock.
Me.
Oh, Christian.
I need an RB3, but I hate all of the options.
Yeah, these are really bad. options.
Pacheco.
I don't like Pacheco.
I don't
just 'cause of
love
the
that.
Chiefs.
No,
Chiefs
it's
are
not.
just-
They're not. Very
They're not
lovable.
great.
They're not great, but they're not.
And with the way the board's falling, I'm very scared. I'm not going to get a quarterback, so I'm going to take Deshaun Watson here. Hear me out.
No!
Hear me out.
JSN did a
Dang it!
Go ahead.
I think Deshaun Watson is going to have a much improved season. I get he was genuinely terrible when he played last year, but now he's going to have a full roster or full off season with the roster. He's got Amari Cooper and he's got Elijah Moore too, right?
Yeah.
The Browns.
He's got Elijah Moore. He's got
Elijah Moore.
Peoples Jones
Yeah.
in there too.
So
He's-
he's more on the.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Jets
he got
traded him.
traded to from the Jets to the Browns.
I wasn't sure if he was on the Ravens.
And also his rushing upside is still there, even though he hasn't really used it. But he's got a full off season with the roster, and I need a quarterback. So
Pretty
yeah.
bad. Oh.
All right. With my pick, I'm going Pat Freiermuth.
Nice.
And then.
I just think these tight ends are going way too fast.
Well, there's none left. I mean, you kind of got to take one.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I don't know. This might be high. I don't really know. But every year, one rookie wide receiver goes off, and I wanted JSN, so I'm gonna go Jordan Addison.
You stink. George Pickens, AJ Dillon, dude, this must be the time for the rookie wide receiver. Like, look at that, JSN.
Lord.
I know.
You just took Jordan Addison, and then Quentin Johnston just went.
I
to
wanted
receivers
JSN. If
that are
Jason would have
left.
fell to me, then it would have been perfect.
Huge.
But Jordan Addison is. I think he'll still be fine.
Yeah.
But Jason, I think, is going to be the most impactful rookie wide receiver.
Oh, definitely. I would have taken Jason.
I got mine.
And I think Pat Freiermuth is one of those tight ends where he's not like when you think of tight ends, you don't really think of them, but he's
always there.
Yeah, he's always.
He's not terrible.
He always gets a lot of points because you've had him in a lot of reads.
I had him in a
Recently,
few.
in the last couple of years, and he's just always like he always ends the season like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like, wait, what? Well, how is this guy 5 or 6?
Yeah.
But then you look at it, and I mean,
It's like, oh, okay.
outside of Kelsey and Andrews, the tight end room drops. So, I mean, it drops from Kelsey, obviously.
Wide receiver or
But
quarterback?
I think I like Frank.
Yeah.
I like that pick.
I like him over like Kyle Pitts and like Darren Waller.
I think there's a very obvious pick for me here, and that's James Cook. I need an RB3. I get he's not going to be Buffalo's main rushing man, but I'm also not.
Is he the
gonna
RB1?
use him. He's going to be, yeah. I believe so.
Who else? Who else do they have? Do they still have?
I feel like there's somebody else that we're missing. They went out and grabbed somebody. Damian Harris. I think it'll be Damian Harris.
I was like, don't they have?
I think James Cook will be in a PPR league. I think James Cook will be a great pick,
Yeah.
but not at this level because I think Damian Harris is going to get the majority of the work, and James Cook's going to be your third down back. I feel like it could shape out like that, but I could also see the other way, and James Cook ends up being that guy. I'm gonna go, since the tight ends are flying off the board, and I'm really not in love with the running backs or wide receivers here. I'm gonna go David Njoku. I think he can be a stud this year.
I think he was the best tight end on the board.
So I'm up now.
I'd take him over Evan Ingram. Personally.
Yeah. Because if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a beast.
Yes.
I don't like that. Well, I don't know.
Take Michael Thomas.
I'm not taking Michael Thomas here.
We all know you do. You want to.
I think I'm going to go with Tua here. I mean, he's just the best quarterback available. If he's healthy, obviously last year he was playing at a pretty high level. So
Looks like you're
um,
Am I the only one without a quarterback?
my next pick.
Yeah.
Well, I got my guy.
Do you know who this guy is, Joel?
Oh yeah, I do.
Devon Achane.
He was a good draft pick for him this year. When they have so much uncertainty at running back.
I think I know. If you're going, I think I know who you're going to go with.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Really?
I'm trying to get all the receivers.
That's a good pick though.
I think.
How many wide receivers do I have? I have one.
Yeah, how many wide receivers do I have? I have.
I've gotten wide receiver
one,
heavy.
You have
2, 3.
You have 3. I have
And then I have
4.
1, 2. I have 3
I think you
backs.
should have running back.
I kind of want to go. There's a running back that I'm eyeing, but I'm just not sure.
But I'm not taking this one. Keep that one in the back.
I got a couple in the back of my brain right now that
I think. What are?
Would you draft?
I think Juju's gonna drop off because if they get DeAndre Hopkins, I don't think he's gonna be.
Juju's on the Pats, right?
Yeah. So
I'm.
I don't think I want to go with him. Michael Thomas, he hasn't been healthy for 3 years.
Well, he never will be.
I think I might.
You said quarterback, right?
I think I might go with Brandon Cooks here. I mean, he's a consistent guy, you know.
Brandon Cooks?
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
I mean, he'll be their wide receiver
2.
Yeah.
I just there's not. I don't really like anything
Plus Dalton
else.
Schultz is gone.
Yeah.
I don't really love anything else
Who's their
here.
tight end?
Like I said, I don't really like Juju.
They drafted one this year.
I don't forget.
I forget who it was.
I'm not a big fan of Juju. Not a big fan of Michael Thomas right here just because of his injuries. There is a running back that I'm looking at, but I feel as though this might be a reach for him.
Oh, it's
though.
Ferguson. My bad.
Yes, their tight end sucks.
He's back to being. Oh no, he's sucker again.
So,
Yeah, I feel like if I pick this back here, that's going to be a reach.
I also think like Brandon Cooks is he's just like one of those like safety
So
blanket
you did
guys.
Brandon Cooks.
He is.
You got Brandon Cooks, Juju, Mike Thomas, Evan Ingram. You ready? Give me Kirk Cousins. Give me Perk Cousins, baby. I'm just saying.
Kirk Thuggins.
I'm just saying.
I guess we're sure.
This guy could have top 10 fantasy upside as a quarterback. Easy.
He's got Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
And you got Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. Plus you got Madison to take the load off on the...
He's got some good weapons.
I think he could easily make a case to be in the top 10. Very easy. So, and the way I'd be okay with him taking him in an actual draft. I'd be okay with that.
Joel, me and Weaver have a burning question.
Okay, what's up?
Is Daniel Jones a top 16 fantasy quarterback?
With his rushing upside, probably.
Yeah.
I think he is.
With his rushing upside, more than
I think when we had this discussion, we had
if this
at
was a
16.
Yeah,
If
we
this was a
literally,
super
we
flex,
literally,
dude.
we spent like 30 minutes like going through quarterbacks.
It was the car ride from.
We were going to the observatory.
We were heading up to the Hollywood sign, and it was like an hour car ride. We had this discussion between Daniel Jones and another
We
discussion.
landed
that
at Daniel
we
Jones at
talked about
exactly
last-
16.
Yeah.
With his rushing upside, I think that makes sense.
And then we got into an egregious debate over Mac Jones, which we've already talked about.
That's already been
that we've had
drilled
plenty of
into the
those.
dirt.
Remember when my brother popped up on our feed that one time, and he's like, we were talking about Mac Jones. He's like, yeah, Jones is a stud along with Saquon Barkley. We were talking about Mac Jones. I'm like,
Nice, man.
what
Weaver's
are you
not a
talking
Mac Jones.
Why are you
Jones.
putting them in the same sentence?
You should have drafted who?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler.
He's
Nick, what are you whipping up here, man?
He's cooking it.
You want to talk about upside? I think this guy is the most upside of anyone left on the board. And he was drafted to fix their wide receiver woes, getting Zay Flowers.
I like
Yeah.
that pick. Solid.
It's fair.
I was thinking about him at the Jordan Addison selection, but I felt more comfortable with Jordan Addison. But I do like. All right, let's take a look at the squad. So I got 2 running backs and 4 wide receivers. So I probably need a running back.
I have 1, 2, 3.
No, you don't.
You say 4 running backs, 2 wide receivers. I probably need a running back.
I have 4 receivers, 3 backs, a tight end, and a quarterback.
I'm gonna take Samaje.
Yes. Take P. Ryan. Double up on P. Ryan.
I wouldn't blame
It's not awful.
you.
This is
this
terrible.
time.
That's not terrible. Take Davon Aiken.
I don't know who he is.
I don't either.
Joel's
I've
making
never
me
heard of
think-
him.
Joel's making me think he's good.
I've never heard of him. Who does he play for the Dolphins? The Dolphins have like 16 running backs.
They should get Dalvin Cook though.
He's very
So they're going to have 17 running backs.
He's an early off-season stand-up there. He runs a 4.3.
There's a running back that I like, but it's too high for him.
Dante Foreman. Devin Singletary. Jerick McKinnon.
Are you just listing off all the running backs left?
Wrong. It's Chase Brown.
Chase Brown, baby.
Wrong again. It's Kenneth Gainwell.
Draft Kenneth.
Wrong again.
Draft
It's-
Kenneth.
Wrong again. It's Deuce Vaughn.
That was too.
Evan, you should select.
Who are the San Francisco running backs?
Select.
Elijah Mitchell.
Select Rashid.
Because they got rid of
Shahi.
Jeff Wilson.
He's on Miami.
He's on Miami.
Bandit.
The only thing is Elijah Mitchell was hurt.
I don't know what you're even talking
What
about.
you gonna do here, buddy?
Marquez Valdez Scantlin's still here.
That's a steal.
That's the best pick I could make right now.
Ah, Chase Claypool, Evan. Then you don't have to trade for him.
Never trade for Chase.
Zach, what was that trade last year that you made?
It was 2 years ago.
No, it was this year.
No, it was senior year. We made the trade. Are you talking about me and Evan's trade?
No, I'm talking about this past year. Our league.
I made like 3 trades. I don't know what.
Wasn't
Alright,
it like?
screw it. I'm going Elijah Mitchell.
Gosh, not who I was gonna go with.
Yes. I don't know.
Yeah!
I got Elijah Mitchell in the 5th round, 9th round.
Evan, it would be amazing for you if you had Christian McCaffrey. He's he's easily the best handcuff in fantasy
What
football this year.
what trade are you talking
I
about?
was like, who would the San Francisco
It was like-
49ers running?
You traded like
Get rid of
Pat
Douglas.
Freiermuth, a defense, and something else, and you got like
To Preston.
and you got like something.
We
nuts.
swapped defenses. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown and J.K. Dobbins.
You still didn't win.
Should I just go
Nope.
nuts on my receiver depth?
That's all, dude. Every year I have a really good
Probably
team.
what
and
you're
they all get
looking
hurt.
at,
That's what
'cause
happens every single
You're
year.
getting to a point in this draft where it's just a bunch of dart throws.
Take the best guy available.
I got like three wide receivers.
You're just like
I got a couple guys. In
you're
mind
just
here.
taking a leak in the dark here, man.
All right, we're gonna go with a shot bid then.
I'm so mad.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson.
Because
He doesn't even have a picture.
I don't care. My philosophy was I already have Deshaun Watson. If I
taking P. Ryan.
if I get
I would've
Anthony
too.
Richardson there, one of those two guys are gonna like go crazy fantasy wise. So if I have a top like 6 fantasy quarterback on my bench, that's a massive trade asset for someone that doesn't have one.
Yeah.
No, it's not. People don't trade for quarterbacks.
If
right?
it's a top
Evan
3
Evan
quarterback,
learned
they
that the
will.
hard way.
Evan learned that the hard way.
When I gave him Chase Claypool and somebody else for Lamar Jackson.
I do remember that. I texted Zach. I said I said who made this trade with you?
No, the worst one was the John trade, the
Well,
Tyreek Hill trade.
The
That
only
was bad.
reason I traded Lamar is because I had Matthew Stafford, who
Was going crazy.
That was his best season he's ever played. So
That makes sense.
that was the reason why I was trading him.
but
I
you
got
definitely could have got better for him.
Nobody offered you better though, so that's
yeah.
that
Everyone's
worked
like,
out
I don't
well
need
for
a
me.
quarterback. Like it's freaking Lamar Jackson.
If I was
That
you,
worked
Oh,
out
I'm
well for me.
fine.
if I was you, I would have just held him. I would have rocked.
Well, I was trying to sell him high because he just had a 50-point performance.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
I was,
No one wanted
so
him.
I was trying to sell high on him, and everyone's like, "No, I don't want him." I was like, "What?" And
So
It's a
your best
well,
offer
and
was
also-
Chase Claypool and Latavius Murray.
In a one quarterback league, it's hard to trade for quarterbacks. Trade away quarterbacks.
I know.
Because like now, if it's 2 quarterbacks,
Yeah.
you'd be set. And
Because
you
then
could get-
I'd have a dude averaging like 30 a game on my bench. You know.
exactly.
That is so funny that your best offer for Lamar was Chase Claypool and Latavius Murray.
Yeah, that was
And you
that
just
was the
had-
worst trade I've ever made. Like hands
You,
down.
but like you
worst
knew
trade.
that was bad though. Like you knew it was bad. That just was your only option.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nick, make a gang pick.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Are you doing the same thing that we did, Joel?
Similar, but I'm not going to.
The baseball game.
I'm going more baseball stuff,
All right.
Are you going to every single one?
except for Santran.
All right. I don't love any of the running backs. I'm gonna go Alan Lazard here.
Odell.
Should have went Odell. Nah. don't know.
I mean, Alan Lazard already has chemistry with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
The only thing is that wide receiver room is
dang it, dude!
But you want Charbonnet?
I did want Charbonnet.
Why do you want Charbonnet?
He's Kenneth Walker's handcuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, it's not even that. I feel like
Plus he's
with-
receiving. He's more.
It's
receiving.
that, and also just like look at how they've used running backs in Seattle. It's basically two-headed. a lot
Yeah,
of the
it's
time.
more so running back by committee.
Yeah, it's very two-headed. I'm not taking.
Because I mean, Rashad Penny was taking care of Kenneth Walker last year.
God.
Charbonnet is good.
I like Charbonnet a lot.
I just didn't know if round 10 was too high or not.
No, I would have taken. This is perfect timing for him.
I got a guy.
I'm going Damian Harris. I don't like any of the options here. It's pretty bad right now.
Jones.
Dude, I don't get why these people are taking 2 quarterbacks. We only have 1.
These
Dak
options
Prescott
are
and Aaron Rodgers.
just absurdly bad.
Oh. Early offseason standout.
Yeah.
These are awful options.
Early offseason standout.
Dude, this is bad, man.
4-3-2?
4-3-2, 40-yard dash.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, dang.
Rose can move.
Low key. I mean,
I mean,
I don't
no
even.
idea. I've never heard of the guy before. Where'd he go to college? Texas A&M.
I don't even know.
Texas
Didn't he
garbage.
run all over Alabama like 2 years ago?
Maybe.
Whatever it was. He might have.
I have no
Texas A&M was just
clue
garbage
at
this
all
year.
what to do here.
At this point in the draft, it's just a ton of dart.
Like I
Close your
I don't
eyes,
even know
throw the
who to
dart,
throw the
hit
dart
bullseye.
at. Like Jameson Williams is out for the first 6 games.
Jameson Williams could low-key be a good pick. I mean, mean, he's missing 6 games, but I mean, he's still playing. What is that?
11.
This is a
11 games.
horrifying place.
He's still playing over half of it. Over half of the.
Well, this is what happens when you get into a 12-person.
Who's the Panthers wide receiver one?
Panthers
That's a
wide
good
receiver
question.
one is so they have Adam Thielen.
They got Adam Thielen. They got Ringo. They just
Yeah, they just got-
They have Laviska Shenault,
Visca Chenault,
Dear
and DJ
heavens.
Shark's there.
DJ Chark. So it's probably Adam Thielen.
Dear heavens.
I was a fan of the Panthers offseason.
I was too. I got behind it pretty good.
I am going to
I like
take
the
Adam
bingo pick a
Thielen.
lot.
Adam Thielen.
Adam James.
We're throwing darts, so there's that one.
We're throwing darts.
This is just putrid, dude.
This is just huge.
This is just putrid.
I'm
dude.
seriously about to take another tight end.
You just gotta take value, bud.
Fix the rest later.
Yep.
As long as you're happy with your starting lineup, that kind of just.
I mean, I'm
That's all you
debating
gotta
on
really worry
Jerick
about.
McKinnon, but like, he's the best back available. Like, Lord. Oh, I should take Tank Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby.
Great name.
This is a disaster.
Disaster.
Zach, what do you expect when you get clear down here?
I need to count who. Okay,
You're at
so
the 11-1.
One,
right now, so
two,
it's pretty,
three,
and a 12-person league.
It gets
pretty
rough.
slim,
Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
our drafts will be.
I have 5 receivers and 3 backs, so I feel as though I need another back, but like,
You need another
Backs are pretty
quarterback. Is
slim
what
thick.
this is a disaster.
Backs are pretty slim.
you should draft a second.
Like, I'm seriously considering a second tight end. Like, I'm looking at Cole Kmet and Dalton Kincaid here.
That's a good players.
Like, I don't want to have 2 tight ends on my roster though, but the running backs are just so bad.
Well, you got 3 minutes.
Wow, I'm really running out of time here. I think I'm gonna have to just freaking. This is just bad.
These Team 11's receivers are terrible. Well, they're not terrible, but they're not great.
Sam Laporta.
Son of a
Sam
gun,
Laporta,
dude.
low-key, can be really good.
He could be really good.
Sam
Because
Laporta.
he's probably going to be their starting tight end, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he was a stud at Iowa, and Iowa tight ends usually do pretty well in
They
the NFL.
read out. It's tight end U.
And a lot of because they did the tight end.
Who's
U
the Bears
thing,
RB1?
and a lot of people had a lot of high praise for Laporta.
That's a good question.
Who is
what?
the Bears RB1?
RB1.
Yeah,
Khalil
They don't know yet.
because they
Khalil
have
Herbert
and they have
and
Deontay Foreman.
yeah,
It's
Well, here's a shot in the dark. Deontay Foreman.
That's not who I would have taken.
I would have taken.
I would have taken Khalil Herbert, but he's
Is he
gone.
on the
Oh, he's
board?
gone. No, he's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not even on the board.
Well, Zach, you took my pick.
So you would have taken him.
No, I was actually going to go Jay Will, the guy that got taken right after you.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I just didn't want to. I have 5
Yuck.
receivers. I didn't want to double up on receivers.
That's not bad.
Where did what's his face? Herbert, where did Herbert go?
He went in
Khalil
the
Herbert.
He went 9-10, 2 picks before you.
Justin Herbert went the 4th round. Stupid.
I was debating on Jameson Williams, but he ain't playing for 6 weeks, and I already have 5 receivers.
Romeo Dobbs. I feel like Romeo Dobbs is getting slept on this year. That's my sleeper pick.
Back-to-back tight ends that are
Cole Kmet, Greg Dulcich. I like both.
Dude, I thought Greg
Take
Dulcich
Geno
was going to be
Smith.
good last year.
How
but
many
he was-
rounds do we
We
have?
got
left?
hurt.
16.
He had a couple good games, and then he was bad.
We have 6 more. We have 5 more rounds.
The last 2 picks are going to be kicker and defense.
Well, yeah, but
So we got
dude, there's
3 more
nobody
rounds.
left.
Imagine
This
this
pick-
is a 16-person league.
I would like another running back.
That's stupid.
one of the
Drafting
better
third string players.
handcuffs in the league, Tyler Algier.
That's who I was deciding between Dobbs and Algier.
Gosh dang it.
Oh, Jacoby Myers. Dalton Kincaid.
Dalton
Kincaid. Okay, I'm gonna go very, very young with these picks.
Throw your dart.
I'm going Tank Bigsby,
Throw your dart.
and I'm going Rashid Rice.
Nice,
We're
Rasheed.
going back-to-back rookies.
Rashee Rice might not have been bad. I didn't even think about that.
Tank Bigsby is going to be the handcuff to Travis Etienne, and I mean Patrick Mahomes can make any receiver good.
Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby. Oh, yeah, he's in Jacksonville.
So I think Rashid Rice.
We were talking about this team earlier and who their wide receiver one's going to be. We don't really know. So Weaver took one guy, and I'm going to take Jonathan.
Gosh,
here.
dang it! Nice pick. I'll give that to you.
I should have probably taken Jonathan Mingo because now that I've drafted the other one, he's going to be the guy that's the wide receiver one.
Luckily,
Well,
for
luckily for you, this draft doesn't matter.
Yeah,
This is not the actual draft. This is practice.
Yeah.
So you can change it.
I mean,
Gosh.
full draft.
I don't want
Also,
anything.
this is two more teams than we usually
Honestly,
It's a 14-team draft?
do. Well, no,
12.
Our league's
No, it's not. It's 12.
no, it's a 12.
it's a 12. It's 12. I thought it was
Okay.
10. I thought it was 10.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
it's
12.
12.
I thought
We also did add an extra flex, though.
Yeah.
We do have 2 flex on this.
That will do it, too.
Okay, well, both of my picks got taken out from under me. But you know what we have to do in these kind of drafts? We have to improvise. And it's sure not going to be Devin Singletary.
So real.
physical.
You just
Oh, yeah.
you just took Rashee Rice. I'm going to go with the other one that's available at this point. I'm going to go with Sky Moore. I think Sky, he has the potential to take that step,
Oh, I'm up.
but we kind of just got to wait and see at this point how that's going to play out. But he's definitely going to get the reps
Oh yeah,
this year.
He showed
Yeah,
flashes
he
as a
should.
rookie last year.
Well,
So
it's Kadarius Toney, MVS, Sky, like,
yeah, that receiving room is not good.
but you know Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes can make any receiver good. So I mean, he won a Super Bowl with basically that same core. So that's why I think Travis Kelce. If I'm picking in the last,
He
like,
won a Super Bowl with a bunch of
if I'm
clones.
picking in the last 4 picks, like I'm taking Travis Kelce like very comfortably because he's their
He's
wide
all they
receiver
have
one.
receiving option.
So they just feed him the ball. So he's automatically going to be a 1,000-yard receiver, multiple like double-digit touchdowns. Like he's going to be an easy like 20 to 30 point per game.
Although I will say this, if Kelsey gets hurt, that's
Yes.
a major problem.
Yes, but we've said that every year, and he has yet to
He
get
has
hurt.
yet to get hurt.
So. But knowing my luck, the year I draft him, he's going to get hurt. But
What are we thinking about Zeke?
I don't know.
I don't really know. I haven't heard much about it.
I know. That's why I'm
even interested, or if he's
avoiding him.
tucked out to any teams or what. Dude, I low-key like Team 3. Chase, Hurts, Andrews, Jones, London, Javonte, Brian Robinson, Michael Thomas,
I can get
Deontay
one.
Johnson.
It starts slimming out towards the end.
Yeah, 10 through 12 I don't like, or 9 through 12 I'm not a big fan of, but I like they knocked their first 3 picks out of the park. I love those first 3 picks. Except, I mean, I don't like Justin Hurt, Jalen Hurts that high, but I mean, if you're going to draft a quarterback, he's outside of Josh Allen, he's probably the best.
I'm scrolling through this website right now, and it says top stat picks for 2023 fantasy football sleepers. I have 3 of the 5.
I'm not surprised.
I got Rashad White. Okay, never mind. 2 of the 5.
Who are the 5?
There's 5 or 6. Let me check. There's 6. So we got Rashad White, Treylon Burks,
Traylon.
Aaron Jones,
Okay.
Christian Watson, Jahan Dotson, Sky Moore.
I love Jahan Dotson.
I can get behind Jahan Dotson.
I like Jahan Dotson a lot. And I'm interested to see how Traylon bounces back. Because he was kind of off and on last year, and he had some injuries.
I feel like he's got
So, but
so much potential.
yeah. So I'm interested to see. Plus, I mean, the Titans quarterback group is terrible. So.
Okay. I some of these websites, they're like top
I think I'm
sleeper.
going to go Bryce Young here.
Not bad. Get your quarterback.
Why not?
Quarterback.
Everybody else is horrible. Why not? We'll see if he's any good, you know?
I think Bryce Young's going to probably be either the best or the second best rookie quarterback.
And I'm right back up again. So
Who's going to be better than Bryce Young? Oh, CJ Stroud. Yeah.
I mean, I could see CJ Stroud being better, just because of things that I've heard. He's been doing really well, but I think Bryce Young's floor is higher. So
I'm gonna go. I think I might go with Zay Jones here.
Okay.
He's wide receiver 3, right?
Yeah.
So he'll be there. He'll be the slot guy, probably. Or no, Kirk's the slot guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zay
He'll
Jones.
be that other
He's the
burner.
other outside guy. Ooh, Sam Laporta just went. It's a good pick.
I don't want to have 2 tight ends.
Well, since we don't know right now what's going on in Miami, because it could be Devon, it could be Dalvin Cook if he shows up, but it also could be Raheem Mostert. So, actually, give me Jalen Warren for Pittsburgh. They honestly he was outperforming on a yards per carry basis last year towards the end of the season better than Najee Harris.
Najee Harris had a terrible year.
So I feel like, like I said, we're getting down to the barrel on these, but I'll take Jalen Warren as my RB6 or 5. 6.
How many running backs do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not bad. I have 6 or so. I have stacked up receivers this year, though.
Dude.
I don't know how much I like my team or not right now, honestly.
I got one more pick and then we do defensive kicker. Yuck. Huh?
The board gets really bad.
It's
This board has been bad for like 2 rounds.
it's really bad.
Yeah, it's
This guy's gonna be
it's
a top
real
return
rough.
draft again.
This guy's gonna be top. It would be great if we did special teams
Yeah.
stuff.
Honestly, this doesn't even matter.
Take a random guy, Nick. Score to the bottom and take whoever's there.
Not gonna do that.
Or Daryl.
Cordell. I think I'm gonna go.
Are you up?
Yes. With Jalen Hyatt here.
Nice pick.
I think I'm gonna go with that.
Shots in the dark are fun.
Yeah. He might be good.
Oh,
There's potential.
I am up now.
You are doubling up here, sir.
Alright, so one of these is going to be a defense.
Oh, you're doing the defense already.
That early?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. I thought this was the second to last round. My bad.
You're going defense that early? There's 3 rounds left.
Should I take a second quarterback, or does that not even make any sense?
I mean, I took Bryce Young.
I think you might do that.
From the so-called terrible drafter.
I do suck.
just
At,
like-
what do you think of my team? Do you think my team's alright?
I mean, take an actual look at it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fantasy
The only thing,
expert,
the
but
problem with that I do,
and I'm not a fantasy expert, but
Oh, I thought you said you're not a fan of somebody. I was like,
I mean, I am not a fan of certain people, but that's not what I said.
yeah.
I like looking at it this way. Wait, no, this is my team.
Alright, I don't know if this is smart or not, but I'm just going to say screw it. I'm going Kenny Pickett,
Getting back.
Lord.
and I'm going to go
Pickett.
Dawson Knox.
Oh. Why? Why Dawson Knox?
I don't know.
I'd like to. I'd like to ask you on that because what about Dalton Kincaid?
He's not there.
Yeah, he is.
Dalton Kincaid is not there.
Yes, he is.
He's in Buffalo, but he's not on the board.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
not on the board.
I know, but like
Yeah, no.
with Dalton Kincaid being there, he's basically.
Yeah, I meant, but he's. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I think we were both confused for a second. He's not even
Bro,
available.
Michael Mayer's there.
Alright, I got looks. I Oh, this is.
I always
my
draft
word.
such like young players.
Alright.
I get you.
So
It's the
Especially if you're
14th
late.
round.
Especially
for me,
I don't really care.
yeah. At this point, I don't really care about any of the flex positions left.
I'm just gonna draw.
So I'm gonna draft. I'm gonna go with my kicker and my defense here. I'm gonna go defense, and I feel like defense, you have to focus on matchups.
Defense already?
Yeah.
I should have just.
What are you
Who
gonna?
that?
Who are you gonna draft in the last round?
I
Um, I play defense by matchups, and the Ravens play the Texans week 1. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens here.
L pick.
L pick.
Extreme L pick.
You know what? I play it risky on defense. I don't even draft one sometimes.
Yes,
I'm not kidding.
Just don't. Justin Tucker.
Live on the wild side.
Oh,
of
Justin
defense.
Tucker's gone. What a
Michael
shame.
Mayer.
The Travis Kelce of
Jay
kickers.
Shark.
The Travis Kelce of kickers.
I should have taken Justin Tucker instead of Dawson Knox.
That was a
bad pick.
awful
Give
pick.
me. Ooh.
I just wanted to take a more proven guy.
In the 18th round.
Because look,
So
my team is
there's
super
some
young.
there's actually some guys on the board that like aren't bad. Like Renfro's here, like Peoples Jones, solid.
Gallup.
Gallup's
Young Ho
there.
Koo.
Young Ho Koo. I'm not drafting.
I
him.
always draft Young Hoku and he's terrible.
I know.
Hey, don't disrespect young.
Like he's a
Hoku
good
that.
kicker, but like fantasy wise, I feel
Yeah.
like he doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
I had him last year, and he doesn't really do much.
No, he's a great kicker. Fancy.
I feel like I'm set on wide receiver. I don't need to double up on tight end.
I wanted Sam Laporte.
The dang CPU.
Dude, I would have had baller picks if Kincaid would have fallen.
What?
Give me.
It dripped on me, and it was cold. I'm basically not wearing a shirt.
So you had to jump out of the seat?
Chase Brown or Tajay Spears?
Tajay Spears. I like him.
Chase
I liked
Brown.
him coming out of college.
The only thing I don't like about
Do you know who Tajay Spears is?
Yes! I
Okay.
genuinely liked him coming out of college.
The
We
thing I don't like
discussed
about
it.
Tajay
signs.
Spears,
And he's behind Derrick Henry.
We discussed
and
Tajay
he
Spears.
had, pretty sure like he doesn't have an ACL or something
What?
like that. Or like,
Google that.
like no, like he had, like his ACLs are like really bad.
Yeah. What? Like
He was a stud.
Like you said, this is the 14th round.
He was like a stud.
Give me Tajay Spears. Now we gotta do draft. We gotta do kicker and defense.
Doesn't have an ACL in one team,
He said, I'm healthy.
and they all say that.
He's,
They all say that.
he'll be
That's
alright.
what they all say.
Did he have any college injuries?
Yes, two
Yes,
ACL
two
tears.
ACL tears.
That's why he doesn't have an ACL.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Zach, you're on the clock.
I'm on the
buddy.
clock. Holy crap.
But it's round 14, so who gives a crap? Right?
Exactly, and like
I think he's a good player. I just think he's very
I'm
injury
basically
prone.
taking backup running. backs at
I
this point.
am going to go with kicker here. What's that laugh for?
I am going to go with kicker here.
Are you going with Tinker the kicker?
No, I'm going to go.
Oh, that's my dude.
I'm going to go with.
Young Way too.
Perhaps I should draft Jeff Wilson.
Draft Mike Nugent. Remember him?
Yeah.
Mike.
Draft Mike Nugent.
Draft Mike Nugent.
Where's
39
the beer belly kicker that played for the Bengals for a while and was terrible? Where's he at? I want to know.
Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, that guy.
I hate him.
He was awful.
I hate that guy.
The funniest thing was I was watching his Giants game, like this past season. And I was like, he's gonna miss. He absolutely shanked it. It was like a game-winning field goal.
Randy
Yeah.
And I told my
Bullock is
roommate, I was like,
terrible.
he's gonna miss this, and he completely shanked it. He was like, how
Probably a
did you
Thursday
know?
night game, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was
Randy
like, how'd you
Bullock
know? I
was
was like,
awful.
I've seen this guy kick multiple times. He's awful. He's lost the Bengals multiple games.
I'm so happy we have.
Zach, did you make your pick?
No, I didn't have it. I'm gonna go with Harrison Butker, and then on the
Double up on
turnaround,
kicker.
I'm gonna
Double
double
up on kicker.
I'm gonna double up on kicker. I'm gonna go Tyler Bass.
There you go.
I'm completely joking.
I mean,
Double up on kicker.
maybe you should try and get somebody to trade with you for a kicker.
What defenses do we have here?
Nothing that I'm.
The ones with players on them.
Yep.
You know what?
They have 11
Of
guys
course,
on the
of course,
defense.
the Eagles' defense was one pick.
You know what? Screw it. Chase Brown.
All that hype for that.
You know what? Screw it. Chase Brown.
Chase Brown probably would have been there.
Round of applause.
16-12.
Hear me out, guys. Jake Moody.
You took freaking Dawson Knox.
Just joking.
I have no idea who
Jake Moody was the kicker
He's the
from
kicker
Michigan.
for Michigan.
Oh,
That guy's a
He's a
moron.
rookie this year. Got drafted in the 3rd round.
That guy's a
Brad Robin.
moron.
Alright.
He's not a moron.
I'm not going to
taking
take him, even though he's got a
He
funny
wasn't
name.
born, but now he's on the Bengals.
Yeah, he's no longer a
Matt
moron.
Gay.
Take Derek Carr.
No, I'm
Take
gonna
Derek Carr.
take Jake Elliott as my kicker.
Michael Gallup.
Well, that's our punter.
Hey, Jordan Love went. There he is. There he is.
Why is this pulled up right now?
There he is. Bengals select Michigan punter.
Why is Brad Robbins on the TV screen right now?
What do you think, Nick?
This is our.
He's Brad. Look at him. He's
That's
bald.
a punter. That's a punter right there, man. That's how you punt the football.
That's a punter if I've ever seen.
He's not even punting the foot. He's bald.
So what? What's wrong with him?
What do you have against
Look at that guy.
That
That guy has some style, man.
That mustache is beautiful.
That's a fly.
All
man.
right, continue with your pick.
Continue with the picks, please.
I bet he's
It's your pick,
insanely
Evan.
pulls.
Oh, it's my pick?
Yeah.
I was looking at pictures of Brad. Robin.
I guarantee you he pulls out the wazoo.
Continue with your picks, guys.
We have one round left.
Evan, it's your turn.
Take Derek Carr.
All right, I'm going to go with the Patriots defense, and I'm going to go with who's the keeper that has the most points projected? Brandon McManus. I'm thinking all the Jags players. I don't know if he's any good or not.
Matt Gay.
He's a kicker.
Oh, it's your kicker, Nick.
Yeah, Matt Gay. He's actually good. Don't disrespect him. He is good. He's a good kicker. I don't really care about who I pick here, so I'm gonna get a second quarterback and take Derek Carr, unironically.
How is this defense still here? Broncos defense? I'll take the Broncos defense.
Brad Robbins.
Brad Robbins.
Why are we looking at the Michigan special teams player?
Well, this is the guy
Because
that
that's who
Joel-
I
That's
drafted.
that's
Oh.
Jake
Joel
Moody.
drafted.
Yeah, see, that guy's a moron.
All right,
Whoa.
we read the last.
Oh,
one.
Jake, what
That's
Jake,
my kicker. Okay?
what Jake Moody do?
He went to Michigan.
Makes
Who
sense, I
did?
guess. Why?
Alrighty.
Bengals defense.
All right.
Close it out.
You should have said, "I got two words for you: who and day."
Nick goes, what?
Alright. Alright.
All right, here's our mock draft.
That's the finish.
you wanna-
That's
do
it.
you wanna-
Let's go
baby?
through
I
them.
was gonna say, do you want to go through it, Weaver? Since you had the 1-1, you can be first.
All right, my team. So,
You can go to team,
Oh.
Zach. There you go.
Oh,
And
that's
it pulls it up.
clutch.
Yeah.
Can I do that on?
Okay.
You should be able to.
So my starting line. Well, actually, I just my whole team. I got Tua at quarterback.
Pull up the thing. Sorry. Go to the. You know how you were drafting? Press the button in the bottom. Yeah. And then you should be able to press roster. There you go. Yep, you got it. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I have Tua at quarterback. I have Josh Jacobs at my RB1. Miles Sanders is my RB2. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 1. T. Higgins at wide receiver 2. Yeah. Darren Waller's my tight end. My flex, I got options here, but Terry McLaurin, and then I guess we have two flexes. So Alvin Kamara, Harrison Butker's the kicker, the Bengals defense. And then I've got Brandon Cooks, Adam Thielen, Deontay Foreman, Bryce Young, Zay Jones, and Chase Brown on the bench.
Solid.
That is a okay team. I'm not in love with it.
Okay.
I do think my
I
receivers are
give
good.
you-
though.
I was gonna say
Grades.
that's great. Zach.
Zach, I like your receivers.
My receiving room is pretty dang good.
I like your receivers a lot. Running backs, I mean, you took Miles Sanders at 412, so
Is that bad?
I have nothing against it.
Yeah.
But
I think my running back room needs improvement.
I'd give you a B.
It's fair. This is probably the best
I'd
team
say-
I've ever drafted.
I would say B minus.
Because normally
That's
I
pretty
draft
bad. I'm just saying.
a B?
That's not that great.
How's a B bad?
That's failing.
It's failing.
That's failing.
That's failing and failing. I'm just kidding.
I don't think
It's
the
a
B is
solid
bad.
draft. It's
So
a
you think this team sucks? Is what
No,
you're telling
I'm
me.
not saying
You
it's-
said that's pretty bad.
If
It's
it
not the
sucks,
best
then
team in
it's
the world.
F.
Yeah. F.
There's a team on here that I would give an F.
We're not
What's
going
your
through all
grade?
these teams though.
Are we doing Joel next? Because he was like in
Well,
order.
you have to give a grade for Weber.
Oh, my grade for Weaver, I'll give it a B minus. B minus
Okay,
grade.
what? Like, why do you think it's terrible? Like, tell me why you think it's bad at least.
Okay, you want to go or you want me to
You can go.
Okay, first off, I'm very iffy on Tua this year.
He was the best quarterback available.
Fair enough, but I'm just saying, just going based off of what you have right here. Tua, I'm iffy on. I'm not a big fan of having Miles Sanders as your 2. I would like him as your 3. Your bench really doesn't have the most depth, but otherwise, I love your wide receivers. I think Darren Waller could be good this year, and Josh Jacobs is a very good RB1 for you, especially going Jefferson, T. Higgins, and McLaurin with your first 3 wide receivers. So that's why I give it a B. I'm not your running back room kind of is what brings it down for me.
I don't
along
think
with
this
Tua.
team is that terrible. Tua, trust me. I didn't want Tua. Trust me. But he was literally the best quarterback available. So, and like, if I was taking this draft seriously, I would have taken a quarterback a lot sooner, considering how all this went.
Still say
Because I don't like Tua either. So.
still say a B.
I would also give you a B.
Okay. I don't think this team is that bad.
I've seen worse.
I have seen worse, definitely, but
But you think this is the worst team out of all 4 of us?
I haven't looked at the others.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it eventually.
It's not.
It's not that bad, Zach.
You just said it was terrible.
No, I did not.
You said B's pretty bad.
You said B's not great.
It's not great, but it's not bad. That's where I'm at.
Go.
All right. I was up 1-5. Kirk Cousins is my quarterback. Running backs, Austin Eckler, Breece Hall. Wide receivers, Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Kirk as my wide receiver 4. Tight end, David Njoku. My flex spots are Jeudy and Rashad White. Defense kicker, whatever. Jake Moody, Denver Broncos. I feel are 2 solids. Then my bench, Christian Kirk, Damian Harris, Romeo Dobbs, Sky Moore, Jalen Warren, and Tajay Spears. I feel pretty confident about that team.
Nick, what's your grade?
I'll give it an A minus. I think I'll give it an A minus. I love. Oh, I gotta pull up your roster again. Actually, I know it's right. Are you there? It is. Okay. I mean, I think your running back room is fantastic. Austin Eckler, Breece Hall, Rashad White, even Damian Harris. I'm not super high on Damian Harris, but those 3 running backs are fantastic. Jalen Waddle, I think he's an okay wide receiver 1, but he's just a great guy to have, and you make up for it with DJ Moore and Jerry Jeudy. And I love the Christian Kirk pick. I don't know if I would love him on the bench. I think I would switch him.
Switch him into White.
Yeah, to start out at least. I think what brings it down a little bit, I don't think the bench is that fantastic outside of Christian Kirk. I'm not super high on Damian Harris, Sky Moore, Jalen Ward, Tajay Spears. Romeo Doubs, I think, could break out, but
And with a
yeah. And Kirk Cousins as your quarterback is also not fantastic, but you know.
I feel that, and like we've said with how Sleeper does it, and honestly, I'll say it right now, I'd be okay with Kirk Cousins as my quarterback this year.
I mean,
It would have to depend on what the rest of my roster is looking like.
Well, like that's why I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, if I can take a Kirk Cousins in round 9 or round 10, and I can build my roster with studs all the way from my RB1 down to my bench spot 2, I'll take that in a heartbeat.
I would also give you an A minus just because the depth gets pretty thin after Christian Kirk. But overall, I like your starting lineup a lot.
I guess I'll go A minus. I don't really like Kirk Cousins. Your running back room is good. I pretty much agree with everything Nick said. I mean, Jalen Waddle, I think he's an okay wide receiver 1, but DJ Moore, I like DJ Moore though. I'm not high on Jerry Jeudy, but I would probably put Kirk over him. I'm just not really high on him, so I don't.
Who is it?
Judy. I'm not very high on Judy.
I feel like he's a big breakout guy this year.
I was high on him last year, and Russell Wilson was god awful. So I'm not really going to be high.
You also have Nathaniel Hackett as head coach.
Yeah,
Got
But
Sean
he was
Payton.
still, he was still just bad in general.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like even Cortland Sutton could have a really good year this year too. But all right, I'll take Nate.
All right. Yeah.
That's typically what I do.
Yeah. All right.
right.
My team: quarterback Deshaun Watson, running backs Travis Etienne, Jahmyr Gibbs, wide receivers Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, tight end Dallas Goedert. My flexes right now are Brandon Ayuk and James Cook, Jake Elliott, and the Ravens defense is my kicker and defense. Then I got Zay Flowers, Alan Lazard, Tyler Algier, Jonathan Mingo, Jalen Hyatt, and Derek Carr on my bench.
Sure, I'll go first. I'm going to give you an A- as well. I really love your receiver room. Brandon Ayuk, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb is great. Dallas Goedert, I think, is good at tight end as well. I also like Lazard and Mingo for backups. Running back, you can go either one of two ways. They both could be very good or they could both bust.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very boomer bust for your running backs. Quarterback,
It was the best on the board,
Yeah, I
like
know.
Weaver said earlier.
Like, we can't
So,
do anything about it.
Yeah, but overall, I think you have a pretty solid team. So yeah, I would also give you an A- as well.
All right, well, I'm not going to give everybody here an A, so I'm going to go with a B for this one. Because
What's your reasoning, Weaver?
Yeah.
I don't like Deshaun Watson at all. I agree with Evan. Travis Etienne, I'm okay with. Jahmyr Gibbs, I think, is just a big hit. Honestly, the only position room that I actually do really like on this team is the receivers. Other than that, I'm not really a big fan of
You're not
the
a
position
Dallas
rooms.
Goddard fan?
I like tight end.
I like your receivers.
Dallas
for
Goddard's
sure.
a really good tight end.
Yeah, he is, but I'm just saying, like, overall room. Like, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Ayuk. I like those three, Jonathan Mingo. But I don't like Deshaun Watson, and the running backs, like you said, are boomer bust, and I'm just not going to give everybody an A, because I don't think that's fair to me be the only B player.
Okay.
My draft was not that terrible, and you guys have me at a B minus, and everyone else is
I
getting
had
an
you
A.
in a B, bro.
No one said your draft was terrible.
No,
we
we
said it
didn't.
wasn't great.
I'm gonna go with a high B plus. I would have it at an A, but based off of what Zach had to say, it's the big thing with or what both of them had to say. It's the big thing with the RBs. Like, I like ETN. I think ETN's gonna be a stud this year, but the ones that are nerving to me, I'm nervous about what they do with Gibbs, especially with David Montgomery, because
Yeah.
David Montgomery is going to fill that Jamal Williams role. So what does that leave for Gibbs? I know it's going to be the DeAndre Swift role, but that touchdown upside, I feel like it's probably going to be diminished with David Montgomery there. And then I honestly don't know what's going to happen with James Cook. Like, I feel like there's a lot up in the air with that one. He could very well be their top guy, though.
Yeah.
I could see it going one that way, or I could see him just being the third down back and getting the receiving role. So it's kind of up in the air, but otherwise I like the team. Even Deshaun Watson, I feel like is a good overall pick, especially if you want to take that quarterback late, like we talked about. If you take that quarterback late, you build that team around it, and Deshaun's got the receiving game along with him, with Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper, Njoku, just to name a few. But he also has a rushing upside too,
Yeah.
which is a big thing in fantasy that you really like to have. So I'd say it's a very high B plus. It's very on the verge of an A minus.
Here's the thing with this, right?
Depth is
I don't mean to like.
dart throw
Yeah.
at the end. Dart throws at the end. It's
Yeah.
just like
Here's the thing. I think I have the best bench of
I-
all four of us.
I can get mine.
If this was a team that I would actually use, I would probably try to trade. I would probably try to write out the running backs for the first couple weeks, but if it's just not working, I would try to trade some of my bench
You're gonna
players
try and bank on the upside,
Yeah.
especially with like Zay Flowers,
For sure.
Mingo,
and try to get like a decent running back in return.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Because I can't play all of
It
these
doesn't even have to-
receivers.
It doesn't even have to be like a RB1. It
No.
can be an RB2, like if someone's not high on like a J.K. Dobbins
Yeah.
or a Rashad White type, something along those lines. You could even a James Conner type.
Yeah,
you could get
just anyone.
Yeah.
Because I think my receivers are going to and my tight end are going to more than make up for the lack of
I agree.
production at receiver or not receiver running back.
I agree. I do agree with that. I think you have probably the best bench. I will say that. Other than, Mr. Stacy with one pick for sure. He's my favorite late round pick.
All right.
There's a
Well,
couple.
on that note, I'll name my team. I got Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. I got Nick Chubb at the RB1, James Conner at the RB2, AJ Brown at the wide receiver 1, Calvin Ridley wide receiver 2, Pat Freiermuth at tight end. Then my flexes are Deebo Samuel and Jordan Addison, kicker Brandon McManus, defense the Patriots defense. Then I got Elijah Mitchell, Rashad Bateman, Tank Bigsby, Rasheed Rice, Kenny Pickett, and Dawson Knox to round out the bench.
Personally, I like this team a lot. I think this is the best team out of the four of us. I think this is an A. I'm a big Trevor Lawrence fan. I like Trevor Lawrence a lot. I think I wanted him actually, so I think I like Trevor Lawrence a lot. Obviously, Nick Chubb is one of the best backs in the league. If James Conner is like, I think James Conner will be pretty good because I think he's going to get a lot of the touches because there's no one else in the offense. At first, I was like really surprised that you went with AJ Brown where you did, but I mean that does make sense. So, I also like Calvin Ridley for the same reasons you do. Freiermuth, we've already went over him. Deebo Samuel, obviously. I think your bench is honestly pretty solid. I don't like the Kenny Pickett pick. I think that was a waste of a pick. I think that was a waste of a pick. But other than that, I think this is an A team.
E-minus. And, I mean...
Is it because of Kenny Pickett?
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Honestly, it's more... I feel like this is going to be a common theme throughout this year. The running backs is what really gets me, because you have two guys like Nick Chubb. He's got that. He's definitely an RB1. James Conner, definitely an RB2. But from there, it's a significant drop.
Yeah.
Because you go from those two to a backup in Elijah Mitchell, which, I mean, he's going to play a decent amount. How Shanahan uses his running backs. But I feel like with maybe, I forget how the board shaped out, but with that Addison pick could have been a running back, maybe. I don't know what role was there.
I mean, it's also tough because we threw two flexes in.
James
So
Cook. I played multiple leagues with two flex.
I've never played two flex.
I play with three wide receivers too. It gets very hectic.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a good team. Overall, that's the only part I really have an issue or worry with would be the running backs
And the Dawson Knox pick.
and the Dawson Knox pick.
More so the Kenny Pickett.
More so the Kenny Pickett pick.
What do you got?
I think I'm going to give him an A- as well. I think every single position is good, not great. I think there's at quarterback. I mean, quarterback doesn't really matter because Sleeper decided to take all the good quarterbacks in the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
3 quarterbacks in the second round.
But I mean, running back, Nick Chubb, James Conner are good. I think Joel had better running backs. Receiver, AJ Brown, Calvin Ridley, Deebo Samuel are good. I think I had better wide receivers. But I think it's the most well-rounded team of the four. But like he said, I think the only thing that's stopping me from giving it an A is after you get from those first two running backs, it's a massive drop-off in terms of quality. But it's a solid team, top to bottom. There's not really a major weakness with this team. I don't think there's a major strength either, though. So that's why I would give it an A-.
And Zach, I was looking through these drafts. Yours is not the worst, I promise you.
No, I didn't think my
There was-
team was really that bad.
There's a team,
There were some picks
What's
that I
the
wasn't.
team?
Oh,
happy
Team
with.
7 is bad.
Team 7. Running back heavy, don't get me wrong, but I like Amari Cooper this year. But Pittman, Dotson as your wide receiver 3, Kadarius Toney as your 4. Yeah, I
He
like
could be the wide receiver 2 in about 2 weeks.
Odell. Blech. Rashad Penny. Blech. Yeah, that team's bad.
And their starting tight ends are Dolchik and Everett.
How about Team 9? Look at Team 9.
Bijan, Amon-Ra,
For a solid first 4 picks.
and then it falls off hard.
And then you got Swift and you got Pacheco there. But Amon-Ra, Devontae, and then you go from that to Quentin Johnston, Cortland Sutton.
Jacoby Myers.
And Darnell Mooney. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that. Like I sort of like the running. Like those teams. Man, those are real. And they did draft Kyler.
Drafted Kyler. Drafted Kyler.
So Zach,
I don't think my team's terrible.
it's not terrible.
There were certain picks that I didn't like. I mean, I didn't like 2 of them.
And like
but
you
that was the best way to go.
said though, at the turn and especially at the 1-1, it's so hard because I mean you get the best player in the draft,
But other than that, it's
but
like
you have
don't
so
get much.
long. You have so long to wait.
You better hit on that best player though, because if you
Yeah.
don't, it's like
My team is
You didn't hit on it.
dog
last
crap.
JT last year.
you did not hit on it last year.
That was a completely fair pick, though. Going
No,
into-
absolutely.
no.
Oh, I
we're not-
fully agree.
He was
Yeah.
undoubtedly the
Yeah.
best player, but he just didn't.
I'd
pan
almost
out
rather
that way.
not have the
Honest.
first pick, just for that reason, because I don't pick.
I had the one. I almost had the 1-1 a couple times. I almost went McCaffrey. I don't know. I've just always been McCaffrey.
I don't think the
Did you go
1-1's
McCaffrey
clear.
too?
I took McCaffrey too. Yeah, I said because I was like I think Derrick Henry's the safer pick, but I'm trying to win this league and I'm gonna take McCaffrey here. That was the correct decision.
And he had.
I almost don't like having the first pick for that reason.
No,
Like,
I
I have the
can't
best.
stand it.
I have the best player in the draft, and other than that,
My favorite spot to pick in this year is 3,
Yeah, like 3 or 4 range.
3 or 4.
I would be okay picking in the last than the end too.
I just like 3, 4, or 5 because 3, 4, or 5 because you know you're gonna get a Jamar, you're gonna get a Jamar, a Cooper Kupp, or an Austin.
Or
Eckler.
do you get the pick if someone else is really stupid? It takes Tyreek Hill at like 4.
Yeah, because I've seen that happen too.
Yeah.
But even on the turn coming back around, you got opportunities to get Waddle,
Wilson.
Ramondre Stevenson, Tony Pollard,
Shocked at Rodgers.
T. Higgins is there, Chris Olave's there. Like there's so much at that, like even at that 3 point. So, but yeah,
Not bad, not bad.
Too bad.
give us rates, guys.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of our drafts, what you would grade them. Fantasy season's starting up here soon. The
Couple
NFL
weeks.
season.
Training
NFL
camp
season-
starts in a couple weeks.
Yeah, training
So,
camp starts. So the NFL season's about to be on full swing. Which
Finally.
we love to hear. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, let us know what you think of our teams. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Like this video if you enjoyed. Peace.